Okay, so I loaded up my brush here. I think all these light posts out here are going to be basically the same color. You're kind of looking into the sun. So it's got to be fairly accurate. But since you're looking into the sun and there's waves going out there, I think they don't have to be really accurate. Just fairly straight. Just like that. Oh, it's a little too fat. Right now I wish I had a liner brush that was a little smaller, but I don't, so I use what I have. I like how they're kind of a gold color. I'll put it on there and see if I like it in a little while. Maybe I'll want to darken them up. Right now I'm wishing I didn't drink that strong cup of coffee. I'm a little shaky right now. So there we go. It's kind of a yellowish color. I don't know if it's good or not. And these lights are kind of weird as they point out. The lights are mounted on the water side on each one. They kind of go out and then come back in. So I don't know if I like that yellow. I might have to add some darker color to them a little later after they dry. But it may give the effect that the bright light is shining on them. So we'll paint that top row. I think they're looking pretty good. I'm going to make these closer to the other color. They're getting slightly bigger the closer to the viewer they get. So I took the day off from work. It is August 29, my lovely bride's birthday today. Plan on going out to a seafood restaurant here in Grand Rapids this evening. So it's gonna be a great day. Oh, I hear my dog barking at somebody upstairs. I hear grandchildren crying over there, so it's all part of the deal. They live in our mother-in-law suite down in the basement with us. So right now my studio is a little corner of the basement, but at least I'm separated from that. But if you do hear babies crying, that's what the deal is. That is part of the deal of being a family and being an artist. You gotta overcome. Be a warrior. You make do with what you have and don't make excuses. Just get her done. So I have a few more days to wrap this thing up. So I am feeling the pressure a little bit. So I'm gonna go look at my reference photo. So I added a little bit more of an orange color to this part. Looked at my photo. Oh yeah, that looks good. Not too much. Sound like happy kids going over there. Yeah, I like that a little bit darker like that. Just like that. Yeah, that looks better. A little bit darker. Make these a little bigger. So I can kind of even them out a little bit. I want them somewhat uniform. But what I realize is that when you're looking at this painting, the waves and the contrast in the front really draw your eye. And these little details don't stand out that much. I still want to do a good job. Make them look fairly accurate. I think we're doing good with this one. I'll probably end up putting a little bit more orange on this, the lighthouse out here. I want to get that effect of the bright light shining behind that lighthouse. It kind of washes it out with orange shape or orange color. So you keep going to the orange. You know, someday somebody's going to own this painting and they're going to want a painting that really that really grabs your attention. You have to like orange, I think. But you know what? When you're at the beach on a stormy day or on a beautiful sunset, you always look for the bright orange, don't you? So why don't we put that in our house? I don't know. Because you have to have what? Something that's bland and muted tones? No, let's go with something bold. A bright orange painting. Just like this one. A painting that you come up to it your first time you see it, and you're going to go, wow! That's what I see a lot during art prizes. People just, they go nuts over this type of image. So I'm going for the wow factor. You know, it's the way to do it. The art prize, you got to have it large, usually. And you got to go for the wow factor. So that's what we're doing. All right. I think this looks pretty good up here. And I'm going to go and look at my reference to see what these look like. So I notice that a lot of times I'll paint with my finger. If I don't like it, I'll change things a little bit. So, I'll do like this type of thing. Which is, I think this is going to need some splash action. So a lot of this painting is actual finger painting, believe it or not. And that's why I use my gloves. In the past, I didn't really use them enough. And I'm sure, my better paints, like the Holbein paints, made in Japan, they use some pigments that I don't know what goes in them, but they're wonderful paints. So I'm going to put some more of this color and bring that up there. So I think it's looking pretty good.